There's a broken, patched-up man who uses one-liners like they're mortar, that never quite sticks and never quite dries, but he can't stop trying to seal the cracks, like it's gonna stop everybody. Stop me from realizing that he's the Titanic. And he lives in Europe, New York, and DC, and when I first met him, he really liked me. So I laid my baggage out this first date fortress. It was diagnosable post-traumatic chicken wire under the guise of honesty and fair play hospitality, because I wasn't gonna be a housewife, some clingy biddy. And he needed to know that he was wrong, and I was just too big, too loud, too goddamn accomplished, and too free to be caged and fucked by anyone but me. When was the post-sweat cigarette replaced with a nod and a handshake, and nails nervously nicking knickers turned to quick quakes during a smoke break? We here love that body, till the next pretty young thing tops it, and then we here love your mind, until you can't afford the condoms in a back pocket. We call it drunken like, as love is too big a four-letter swear. Radicalism is ignorance, and empathy an extraneous affair. Neo-feminism. Here's to defining yourself by many men instead of one, and desperately boasting financially independent, eco-friendly wine of the week toasting. We can fuck like the boys now, so let's pat ourselves in the back for being ambitious while we wield our infertility. It's a tirelessly sought new age dowry. Forget carrying me across a threshold. I'll ask you to spot me on salted ice just to justify lacing my fingers with yours without you pushing my face into a headboard. And we'll smoke our shameful romantic fantasies away because we'll have our Pulitzers before the cancer takes us. Break my heart. Wear your heart on your sleeve in a buffalo winter. Prepare for the day it'll freeze and splinter. There's no crying into the instant coffee, all we can afford after the rent and electricity. I'll let one of the 22 poets who have a dick be vulnerable on stage, because that's an act of bravery. It's stoic, really, instead of merely biological tendency bearing its brazen throat in a premenstrual barbaric yawp. We have two choices, raise our ankles or raise our voices, and if we choose both, we get a spot on HBO as the uppity bitch still raving about equalities selflessly awarded us by a Senate of AARP-wielding white men 30 years ago. I have no naively sage advice for you today, and no one knows if you asked anyway. But if it matters, this is what's stuck. Those of us who expect a payout live in a static state, perpetual disappointment, and apparent redundancy. So quit your three-syllable words, quit your smoke breaks, quit your caffeinating, quit your mental masturbating, and stop hiding your femininity behind this wide hip stance of equality. Thanks, guys.